Everyone told me that the ferry behind me was the best in Europe, so much so that it's even been compared to a cruise, and today I'm going to go on it. So this is Colorline, and today I am taking the Oslo to Kiel route. If you're new here, my name's Claire and I love travelling by ferry. So I am on a mission to try Europe's longest, most interesting and best ferries. So far this year, I've done the Brittany ferries UK to Spain, I've done the Silja line from Stockholm to Helsinki, and I've done a couple of Viking Line ships as well. But when I posted about the Viking Line ferry that I took from Stockholm to Turku, loads of people commented and said that's not the best one, this is. So when you tell me something like that, then you can bet that I'm gonna go and try it out. This is Colour Magic. It is the largest ferry in the world in terms of gross tonnage and is home to a concourse with shops and restaurants, a spa, family pool, sun deck and nightclub. Let's see what sailing on it is really like. So a slightly steep walk to get up here, but if you're getting a taxi, then I presume you'll just be dropped off here. Oh yeah, look, loads of taxis around this way. And I guess this is the terminal. A little bit curious. I did see online that there was advanced boarding for foot passengers from 11 and that there was some sort of VIP lounge, but I've just been told that boarding isn't until 1:15, so I've got 2 hours and 15 minutes to wait, but that's fine. I've got a book, I've got my laptop, I've got plenty of work to do, and this is a pretty quiet, chilled out space. One, 429. All right, I'm starboard. 11429. Here we go. I have taken a lot of ferries over the last few years, and I have never had one with a double bed. Oh, that looks dreamy, especially as I slept on a night bus last night. So I am very excited for this. Oh, it's so comfortable. Oh my goodness me. It's a dream. I'm going to have the best night's sleep ever. Right, let's do a little room tour before the ship starts moving. So we've got a double bed here. Is it two? Yeah, it's 2 mattresses pushed together, but still, definitely going to enjoy that. And we've got 2 bedside tables. It's like a proper hotel room that have lights. Ah, there we go. Don't know what that second switch does, but yeah, lights there. We've got some art or photographs. Ah, okay, the second one's for a reading light here. And then I don't have a window because I just got the cheapest cabin, but I do have a porthole mirror. One of these days I will splash out and get like a bougie cabin on one of these, but I mean this is the basic one and this is pretty bougie to me. When my videos are all getting 1 million views, I'll pay for the more expensive cabin. Right, we've got another mirror, full length mirror here. See how tired I look? We've got a TV up here, and we do have here, it says minibar, see instructions on Info TV. I did read that you get a free minibar, but there is nothing in the minibar, so maybe I will investigate that. TV. I've never actually watched a TV on these ferries I get. Maybe I should actually watch it tonight and see what is on. I think Info TV isn't this TV. I think it's one outside. I think I'm going to have to go and investigate that. So here I've got a hair dryer, which is great because I do need to wash my hair. We've got plugs, we've got a phone, a couple of shelves, hanging space, and then in here we've got the bathroom, which is very wide. It's gleaming. But yeah, very clean. More mirrors. There's no shortage of mirrors in this cabin. Towels up here. 6 towels, which is good for in case I want 6 showers. And then here we have the bathroom. The only thing was, I was really hoping, because it's quite a fancy ferry that I might have some conditioner as well as shampoo, but it is your classic hand, hair and body shampoo, which I am always sceptical of, but never mind, beggars cannot be choosers. This looks like it should have a good water pressure as well. Some nice decoration there. If you are travelling as a group or a family, it looks like you can have interconnecting cabins as well, which is always useful. I've been wanting to try this ferry out for not that long, but ever since someone told me it was meant to be the best in Europe, I was like, I must try this one out. And we are off already. I left all my devices to charge a bit while I went out to have a little walk around the ship. Decided to get some gelato and was going to sit down and eat the gelato in the cafe, but it was a bit hectic and noisy, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take my gelato back to my cabin and eat it in my bed just because I can. As a bit of an update, when I was walking around earlier, I had a little look at some of the menus and was thinking about what I would like for dinner, and I did actually decide to eat at the fancy a la carte restaurant. 5 o'clock was the only available time that they had, so I've made a booking there for then, and I've got greasy hair and I haven't showered in nearly 48 hours, so I'm gonna have a shower and wash my hair. I've got about an hour and a half and actually make myself look presentable for my ferry dinner. Right, I am showered up. I've washed my hair. The shower was good. It got very hot, but weirdly, only the inner ring, like these, came on. The whole outside bit didn't. Let me see if I can show you. Like that. Which meant that it wasn't quite as powerful as it could have been, but it was still fine. Dried my hair with the hairdryer as well, so I'm feeling a bit more glammed than I was earlier. So I should be presentable enough to go to the dinner restaurant. Now I've got half an hour until my reservation, so I think that is just about enough time for a ship tour. So I'm on deck 11 tonight. Last ferry that I had a cabin on, I was on deck 2, which felt really low, but now I'm on either the highest or the second highest that any of the sleeper cabins can be. Pretty much all of the restaurants, shops, etc. is concentrated into 2 or 3 decks. So I'm on deck 11. Deck 12 we've got Adventure Planet and Aqualand. I think those are 2 kids things, although I was wondering if there was a spa. I feel like Aqualand isn't really the name for a spa though. Then we've got cabins, 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 cabins. Deck 7, we've got like everything. I haven't seen the tapas bar. We've got the pizza restaurant, we've got a couple of bars, we've got the Oriental Cafe, which I also don't remember seeing. I have to have a look for some of these, and Manhattan Gourmet Restaurant. Oh, I think that might be where I'm going. Or am I going to the ocean? I'm not sure where I'm going. We'll find out. So basically everything is on deck 7. There's a couple of things on deck 6, and then at the top there are another couple of things. So let's take the stairs up to the next deck. Adventure Planet is arcades and the like. And there's also the Teens Plaza up there. Now Aqualand, I'm not too sure. It sounds a bit like a leisure centre. I think it is just a pool. It's for adults and children. It looks more leisure centre vibes than spa vibes. It shuts at 6 actually, which is a shame because I might have gone to investigate otherwise. But yeah, there is some sort of aqua thing there. And then upstairs, this is deck 13. It's a tall one, this one. We've got the Sports and Burger Bar. So here they do a range of burgers, as the name suggests. So you can get, for example, a falafel burger, fries, and then a few like beef burgers, chicken burgers, and things as well. And this is what it looks like, kind of American diner style, but then it does lead out onto the outside. Sounds windy outside. Whew. And this was really busy when we left, but not so much anymore. And this is why. I will come back out here at some point, probably. It might be tomorrow if it's this windy. Right, and now we're on deck 7. So this is the huge concourse, the heart of the ship, you might say. This, again, it's like the Silja line that I went on a few days ago. It's giving me very much cruise vibes. You know, it's not just a duty-free shop. You've got a whole perfume and cosmetic shop here. And here you've got anything fashionable. 419. I think that is about £35, I want to say. Behind me is where I am eating later, so I will come back to that. I've got a jellyfish display. Interesting. You can get your Lego here for £12 for that. Or this one is £27, something like that. But yeah, it all does feel very swanky, doesn't it? Now this was the other place I was thinking about eating. And that is the Mamma Bella Italian restaurant. The pizzas looked decent. Prices are 199 Norwegian for a pizza, which is probably about £14–15. Then we've got the Monkey Pub, complete with its own monkey. More clothes shops. This is where I got ice cream from, and I have very high hopes that I might be able to get an oat cappuccino in the morning, because there is a proper coffee machine. Generally, Norway is good for oat milk, and they had a vegan cookie. So those are all great signs. There's gelato ice cream there as well, and some of that was dairy-free as well. And this is a little map where we are. So we're still really going out of the kind of fjord area of Norway at the moment. Still got land on either side. We're actually sailing very close to land the whole time we're on this ferry. Information desk is here for any help. And then there's also a 24-hour kiosk. So if you have a 3 a.m. urge to read a magazine, this is where you'll find it. Again, 3 a.m. urge to buy a reindeer. Here you go. But also, probably more importantly, you can get snacks 24 hours, which is good to know just in case. Oh, and that's also good. There's paracetamol and strepsils available as well. More clothes shops. There's so many shops. I don't know. I'm not someone who goes shopping as a pastime. So I don't know, like, is that something that people want to look out for on a ferry? Right. The Scandinavian buffet is advertised there. I believe that's downstairs, and there's also the casino there. And the one thing that I hadn't really seen yet was like a bar or a sort of venue with a stage, which I've had on my Silja Line and Viking Line ferries. I'm going to be in bed probably about 8:30, but it's good to know if they're here. So this is the Scandinavian buffet, and they open at 5 as well, and it is 444 Norwegian for the adults buffet. Again, hopefully everything should be on the screen. I'm not allowed to film the casino apparently, but it looks quite big. Oh, right. So the area of the ship that I was at, it only went up to deck 12. Well, deck 11 really, and deck 12 was upstairs outside. But here we've got deck 12 conference centre, deck 13 spa and fitness centre, deck 14 nightclub, and then we've got an observation club, an observation lounge, and an observation gallery, deck 15. I've got 15 minutes to go and investigate. I would be very tempted for an evening spa session, if that is available. Wonder how much it would cost. Hi. What time do you close?
We close at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
We open again at 7.
Yep.
And the spa and wellness area close at 8:30.
Okay.
But here we are open till 9.
Okay.
So if you have any questions or something, just come up.
Okay. And how much is it to use the spa?
The spa area is 275 Norwegian crowns.
Okay.
For 2 hours per person. Then you have the wellness and fitness.
Okay.
2 hours. Or you can only use the gym. It's 150.
Okay, perfect.
Crowns for 90 minutes if you like to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
If you like.
I think I might do that after dinner. Now the nightclub is up here. Oh wow. Palazzo nightclub. It opens at 11. People over 20. Strobe lights and lasers in use. Oh my goodness me. It looks like a proper nightclub. That's so funny. I mean, I'm definitely going to be asleep by 11. Nightclub on a ferry. Who would have thought it? Oh, lovely. And this is just a lounge area with a bar where you can just enjoy the views. Looks like there's some live music here later as well. And this, I guess, is wonderful when it's a bit windy outside. So this is the evening menu. So not a huge amount of options, and actually there's only one veggie option, which is the risotto with gruyere, asparagus, lemon and fried leek. So I will have that. It does make it easy sometimes being vegetarian, but they've got steaks and a couple of fish dishes as well. And there's a tomato salad with burrata as a starter, which I think I might get that as well. I won't get a dessert. So yeah, the prices are, that's about £20. The starter's about 10. And then the wine, I'm going to get a glass of white, but I'll just have the one. I'm not sure which one. I don't recognise that many of them. Not really a wine connoisseur, so I think I'll have to ask. Do you have something just by the glass that's like similar to a Sauvignon Blanc?
Yes, we have some stuff. This one, that's Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay, I'll have a glass of that then, please. I set myself a limit of £50 for dinner, which I should be fine to stay in. I think I'm just over 40. And I've ordered a wine, and unfortunately they can't do tap water, so I've had to get a small bottle of water, and I have a starter and a main coming out. For where I am, I don't think the price is too bad. You know, I'm literally sitting looking over the sea on a Norwegian ship. I've been liking the look of this herby butter. They've just brought me some bread over. Pretty good portion size. I was expecting it to maybe be really tiny, but this looks good. Again, I am super impressed with the size of the portions. Got a whole bowl full here. Quite often with risotto you can end up with like a really small amount just like in the middle of the bowl, but this is good. This will definitely fill me up. So we've got some crispy, not quite sure what that is. This is leek here. We've got some radish, we've got some Gruyere cheese in it, and a creamy sauce. So good. I think they're crispy bean sprouts. Oh, it tastes divine. And to think last night I was on a 7-hour night bus. So there's all the eating area down here and to the sides as well. I'm guessing if you want to get that prime seat, you probably need to book quite early on. And then there is a bar here as well, which it looks like you can just rock up. This is like kind of cocktail bar vibes. And that was the Manhattan Gourmet Restaurant. We are getting a little bit bumpy now. We're sort of going down the edge of Sweden on the edge of the North Sea, so there is a bit more turbulence here than there have been on the ships in the Baltic Sea, which is what I've been doing all week. So it doesn't say where we are, but we're I think somewhere around here. And we're going down to there. So yeah, probably somewhere around here. And the sea, the North Sea, is coming into us. So yeah, our route was from Oslo through the fields at the beginning, and then this is the kind of exposed bit, and then sometime at the night we'll round this, I can't remember what this cape's called, I did used to know that, I'll put it on the screen, and then this should all be sheltered again, and so we'll be sailing with Denmark on one side and Sweden on the other, and then down, 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 under a bridge at some point, and then to Kiel. So use of the spa does also include use of the gym. There is a gym on this ship, which is really cool. But I normally go to the gym pretty much every day at home, but I've been slacking the last 3 weeks or so because I've been traveling and it's just hard to fit it all in. Last week I've been doing 25,000 steps a day, so that's got to amount for something, but I don't think after a glass of wine and a nice meal, I really will be going to use the gym. But I will get back onto it when I'm at home next week. So I think if I walk this way, I should be able to get to the spa. So I want deck 13. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. I won't take my camera in there, but there is also a steam room. This is a golf simulator. Can't see inside, but it's to do with you can book it at the spa and you get 60 minutes of golf simulation for 275. I can see land there, so that must be near Gothenburg in Sweden. You can't see it that well through the window, but I was just gonna go and have a little look outside, see if I can see land at all, but it sounds really, really windy and everyone's wearing coats out there and I only have a t-shirt and my skirt, so... Oh, wow. It's not cold, but it is... Oh my God. Yeah, I really don't go out. That is insane wind. This door isn't really shutting either. I'm guessing someone will come around to check. Bloody hell. Oh, that is me. Pretty much done for the day, I think. I think it's about 9:15. I'm going to put my PJs on. I've got an episode, 3 episodes actually, I think, of Race Across the World to watch. And I've got some more of my book to read. Oh, that's such a comfy bed. Right, I am going to hit the hay and hopefully we'll be up nice and early tomorrow and we'll be able to make the most of the last few hours on the ship. But I am honestly so excited to go to sleep right now. I will catch up in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I did not want to get out of this bed. Oh my goodness. It is so comfy. That was such a good sleep, but I still feel super tired. I think I'm just very tired in general at the moment. But I'm going to get up and have a shower and I've got a little bit of time to have a little walk around the ship, try and find a coffee, maybe a cinnamon bun if they have one. I am ready for the day. I'm really not sure where we are, but I'm going to go and have a look now. Try and find some coffee. That is the biggest plan. I think it's around 9 o'clock now. Just had a look through this porthole and it looks like we're very close to land. Guess I'll go up to the deck and see what's going on. It is 9:23 actually. So it is getting a bit later. Do you know, I first woke up at 7:15 and I just did not want to get up. And I'm taking another night bus tonight, so I thought I'll let myself sleep a little bit more. Woke up again at about 8:30. Okay, we are sailing. I mean, I'm guessing this is Kiel. Yeah, you can't see it very well, but Kiel sits in a kind of fjord. We're very much in the fjord now. Right, I'm going to see about this coffee and pastry and then come back to the deck, I think. Oh, I wish I had longer on the ship. If we had like a midday arrival, that would be lovely. We've still got loads of time. Hi, do you have oat milk? Can I have an oat milk cappuccino, please? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. We aren't docking for another half hour, or at least scheduled to dock. I don't know why everyone's queuing. I'm going to grab my coffee and say goodbye to this gorgeous cabin. Oh, best cabin I've ever had on a ship. Best sleep I've ever had on a ship. I'm really sad to be leaving it. I would have so happily done another 24 hours on board. Only thing is my bank balance might not have liked that. This isn't bad coffee either. Oh yeah, we're in the docks now, it looks like. I think we've gone from there. And I think we're all the way down here. So we did sail past like the whole of Denmark in the night, but obviously was asleep for all of that. Once I disembark, I've got to get to the Hovedbahnhof, which is literally that building with arches over there. And I've got to go over this bridge, which is currently up. Ah, okay, so it's up because I can see a boat coming through. And then I guess it's down most of the time, apart from when a boat needs to get through. Guess I should see about disembarking. Now, they did say that the ship is leaving again at 2, so any passengers who are making a return journey to be back by 1:40. It is 10:08. That would mean we're only around 3 hours in the city. So you can take it here to Kiel and then in 3 hours take it back to Oslo. And I'm a big fan of ferry trips and quick turnarounds, but even that is a bit quick for me. If anyone knows like why you do something like that, is it for shopping? Although the round trip would probably be about €500, so it seems quite a lot to pay. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Here we go into the city. Worth mentioning, I've never had this before, but I did just have to go through barriers and scan my boarding pass. And I always do keep my boarding passes because I like to have them to look back on. But quite often when I leave my cabin, I sort of just put them somewhere and don't think about it. So it's a good job I remembered where it was. Don't lose your boarding pass once you've left your cabin. It is sunny in Germany. And unfortunately, I'm not spending that much time in Kiel. I'm going to head to Hamburg, which is about an hour away on the train, hour and 15 minutes or so, and is where I need to be for my night bus tonight. So I figured I'd spend the day there. I have a little idea for a video, which I might put together.
Travelling on this ship was the absolute peak of my ferry reviewing career. It is definitely the best I've ever been on, but it was not cheap. My ticket, which included the cabin reservation, was €334 or £289. On board, I spent €4.50 or £4 on gelato, €53 or £46 on dinner, €23 or £20 on spa access, and €3.60 or £3.20 on coffee. This was a grand total of €418 or 363 Great British pounds. I'd say it was worth it, but let me know in the comments what you think. And if you're sticking around, check out my Viking Line and Silja Line videos too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I'll see you next time.